If you're like me, you get to a point on a project that you're so excited about it, and yet you just kind of struggle to know where to go next. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on around here and some really, really exciting stuff coming that you're going to see soon. But today I'm back on the Stitches Challenger because of all the projects here, this is still the one that excites me the most, but I have so many things that I'm doing and it's exactly the way I like it. I'm like a pig in mud when it comes to that. But today we're going to be working on the rear of the car, finishing up a bunch of details so that we can get the bed liner sprayed on the trunk floor and all of that area. We're going to be working on the driver's side rear wheel well, getting that cleaned up and ready for the next phase, because we are moving forward like a freight train to get this car off of the rotisserie. I'm Mike, and you're watching My Car Shop. I'm also sure that you're like me, and in order to do one thing, you got to do something else first. So I'm going to stick the 39 out in the driveway to make a hole so I have a little more room to work on the Challenger. We're going to pull it forward. Well, there's just going to be some stuff, so I'll be right back after I've gotten stuff done. So today's project, if we get to it, I want to get that wheel well done like this one. But our main project today is to deal with the orange stuff here. I don't have any gas for my welder today, but we'll get this prepped and ready to weld a patch in and get this wheel well cleaned up, whatever we need to do. And there's a bunch of work up in here that needs to be kind of cleaned up. To get this thing ready to take off the rotisserie, because we're not far from hanging the rear suspension back under it, which also means I need to go up and get my leaf springs, and I ultimately need to make a decision on what rear end I'm putting in it. Although I guess as I think about it, I can put the E-body rear end back in it, even if I put the 7 1/4 in it, and then make the decision later on whether we're going to do the B-body or not. Probably should put the E-body housing in it, because that way I can bolt the wheels and tires off of the Charger onto it and determine if that sticks out too far, then I'll know I need to use the B-body housing. So that probably makes the most sense to do that. But anyway, this is our project today. I'm sorry I'm so kind of scattered here. I've just got a lot going on, and but we're going to be diving into this here head first. Some jobs just suck, but I've got the inner part of the wheel well pretty well done. I'm going to try to get a little bit more of it done. I won't bother wasting time showing you all that. Get the center strip done, and then get the car flipped around the other way and get the outer half done. Whew, that's a job of work. But it's got to be done. I've got to get this car off of this rotisserie. So yeah, my objective today is to get this wheel well done, and I can't do the welding that I want to do down here because I'm out of argon, but maybe I can get this wheel well and that wheel well in the bed liner, although there is holes here that I need to patch, so I gotta think about that. There's a big hole up here, and couple little ones here, so yeah, a little bit in there. So yeah, there's some fab work we're gonna have to do here. So I guess That's why we're doing this. We got to see where we're really at. I see another little hole here. It's what you get when you got a Michigan car, although this is originally from South Carolina. Whether it rotted down there because of leaking windows, which it probably did, or Michigan because of sitting on wet ground, which it probably did. You know, a car this old is it's going to get rust holes, is what I'm saying. All right, we'll be back after a brief word from nobody at all. Whew. Yeah, I got one little spot here I need to dress up a little bit. That's going to be cut out. I got half of the center done. I think the thing to do now is flip the car over so I can work on it. Hopefully down there. Whew. What a pain. Yeah, I can't tell you how hard of a job this is, but I decided not to flip it, and for the most part I got it done. I see there's some welding I need to do up in there, so I want to clean this out. And I think I'm going to spray this after I clean it with some primer and then mark everything that needs to be fixed with orange so I know where to go once I get my argon tank filled. Whew. That's what you get here at this shop. No holding back. What it really takes. And I may not share every minute of it with you because that would bore you to tears, but if you don't get to see the actual process and the work that it takes to get the job done, you get led into false understandings and beliefs about what it takes to actually do the job. So, all right, gonna get this cleaned up, and then got her all cleaned up and ready. Got my exhaust fan going to try to suck the fumes out of here, and we're gonna get her sprayed up. Whoop whoop. Okay, I know this isn't dry completely yet, but I'm going to go through and just mark up with a little bit of orange right now. Some of the spots that I know need a little work. I don't care that it marks it perfectly. I just want to have it for future reference. So when I come back after it's dry, I'll mark it better. But it's a start. So, all right, good enough. Onward and upward. While that's drying, we're just going to go on and get this wheel well done too. I'm really got a burn on to get the suspension back under this car. I want this car rolling around soon. And I know there's a ton of details that need to be taken care of to get there. So let's get the big stuff out of the way. I think here makes the most sense. Yes, it does. I think we'll pull the fender. That'll give us better access. This really doesn't need a whole lot, but we're going to get it a quick cleanup, and then we'll get this in primer also. Let's get the fender off. Oh yeah, that's cool. All right, we got some things we got to strip off of here. It feels good to have that opened up again because we're not far from starting to put things like the upper control arms and stuff back in. So when we lift the K-frame into place, it's already here. We've got some machine shop work to do to get that done because of those new upper control arms. But, all right, yeah, let's get this shield off. I think I took the one off on the other side. I'm pretty sure I did. Take a peek. It's hard to tell, but I think I did. Yep, I did. Okay, let's get that off and go from there. we go, runs and all. Didn't get this done yet, but we'll get that done. That doesn't have to be done while the car is up here. So one step closer to start hanging suspension. I believe both front sides are done. So that's good. That's progress. I'll need to get these fenders off of the other side and get them both, probably throw them up in the warehouse for now. But I've got to go get some more primer, and I'll need to get some bed liner. And during the week, I'll have to run up to the welding shop and get some argon CO2 for the MIG welder. But it's progress. So 2 wheel wells done, which were 2 major stumbling blocks to getting the suspension under it. So we need to get the K-frame cleaned up so we can get that in. I've got to go upstairs and find my set of torsion bars, not the set that I took out, but I have another set for this car that I'm planning to use, which is why I wasn't real careful about taking them out, even though some people about had a coronary about how I took them out, but that's okay. So yeah, very cool. Winter, chicken dinner and all that stuff. Yep, lots of stuff. There we go. It looks good. Got that touched up with orange again. So I know where all my spots are. I've got to touch up. And very good. Let's go up and look at the front one. Not the one we just did, but the other one. Yes, this one's good. We got a lot of Swiss cheese here, but we can do that later. I didn't get up in here, so we'll need to do that. But again, that's not going to prevent us from getting the car off the rotisserie. So I need to get the frame rails done on the insides, probably on both sides while it's off of here, or while it's on here, and the bottom. Well, this one's already done on the bottom, but I'm guessing it's not done in here. So that'll be coming. So yeah, I got to make a road trip, and I see it's raining out, so I probably better get the 39 in. Not that it's going to hurt it to be out, but it's that time of day. Things are winding down. So that'll do it for this one. That was a good job of work done. Spent the afternoon here, most of the afternoon, so several hours of work to get that all cleaned up. But like everything else, once a bite is done, the bite is done, and it doesn't have to be done again. So hopefully not. But I think that's pretty straightforward and pretty clear that when the bite is done, the bite is done. So that was a bite. That'll do it. We have channel memberships. Little as $5 a month, you get access to behind the scenes content, members only posts, members only information, all kind of stuff. Plus there are YouTube perks as well that go with it. So check that out. Shop pups start at $5 all the way up to shop experts. I forget what the top one is. Unobtainium? I don't know. Anyway, I would love to have you join the channel and get access to all that stuff. We have merchandise down there in the description. Go to the Etsy sign company over on Etsy. Go to the Schultz sign company over on Etsy, or you could go to the Etsy sign company over on Schultz. Probably shouldn't do that. Anyway, you'll find our merch over there. Search for MKS within Schultz sign company, not within Etsy itself, and you will find us. And one more thing, as tired as I am, it's still important because it can change your life. Don't forget.